Hey everybody, Danny Gibson, Dick Girardi, and Craig Donnelly here joining you, talking all things Kentucky Derby. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to start with you, Craig. What horse is jumping out at you?
I went to the back of the alphabet with the Z's. I've got Zandon as one of the ones I like. I went back, looked at the bluegrass, and amazingly, he's 11th at the 3/8 pole. He really is. Dead last. Somehow recovers, weaves through traffic, which I thought was a great experience for him to have to run through traffic, and just exploded late and was actually a little bit geared down at the end. So I'm going to lean towards him, and I think Epicenter, I believe, is a deserving favorite. He's done nothing wrong. You know, fires every time. If you look, he beat Zandon in Louisiana, and he actually did it, you know, not going 100%. So he's an obvious threat. He's got the speed to get position. Zandon's going to probably have to run through a little traffic. Now, because you need a little price when you're betting the Derby. You don't want to take 2 to 1. You want to hit an exacta or trifecta or something. Another horse I'd throw in there, I thought, as I mentioned before, Zozo's going with the Z's. That's Brad Cox. Finished second to Epicenter last time after being in contention the whole way, and he'd won his previous 2 starts. I think he's serious contender. I'm a fan of Munnings as a sire. And another horse I'd have to mention is Cyberknife. Brad Cox again. Looks like he's getting better and better. He's got that strong late kick. One last thing to say is, when you're picking the race like the Derby, one thing, they've never run this far. Most of them will never run this far again. They're doing it before 100 and something thousand people, all the noise and chaos. The start is so important because somebody always gets eliminated and crowded.
Epicenter for sure, like Craig said, just nothing wrong. I mean, his Louisiana Derby was sensational. Steve Asmuth's going to win this race sometime. He's 0 for 23. He's been second a couple of times. The Great Carlin was the best horse in 07, but he just wasn't experienced enough yet. White Barrio, the Florida Derby winner, I really like this horse. I think he's a horse, like Craig was talking about, good enough speed to get position, which you desperately need in this 20-horse field. Numbers are good enough. Saffie Joseph won the Gulfstream Championship meet down there. And the other horse I like, it was just astonishing what Table was able to do in the Santa Anita Derby in his second lifetime start. 2 triple-digit buyer figures. I don't know how good this horse is. Nobody knows. 1.7 million. And he's the kind of horse, Mike Smith really understands how to ride the Derby. He'll make sure this horse gets good position. But if he draws the two spot, am I liking him so much? Probably not. I'd like him to get the 17. Get as far outside as you can get away from the traffic. But those are my 3 at this point. But I am subject to change.
Well, you know what I have to say, and I think I'm not sure it's a good consideration. Taba went in a 7-horse field and a 6-horse field. Now he's going to be with 20.
But he's not. That's the whole point. You know, he's got speed, Craig. He's going to eliminate 15 of these horses
so
out
he
of the
gets
start.
close enough.
Correct.
And another thing, sometimes I will agree with you, saving ground can be overrated. I'd rather be in the clear 3 wide than
100%.
running up horses.
I like those high post. I like those high post positions.
Well,
stay away from trouble.
And as you said, Mike Smith's ridden these races a few times. He knows what to do. And this horse was very impressive. He just blew by Messier in the Santa Anita Derby. There's nothing to knock, except for maybe the inexperience.
Yeah, but Danny is going to her first Derby, and she's got opinions.
I am, and I think we're all agreeing that Zandon has a lot of talent, and of course Epicenter, but Mo Donegal, you guys did not talk about him. Now, I saw him in the flesh in New York, and he was just physically so impressive. He's got that ground gobbling stride. I know he's got to deal with the traffic, but he's a horse that can be stuck inside, outside. Irad knows him. Irad's an aggressive rider. He's going to work out the trip. But I agree. It's going to be those first flight of horses that'll get it done. But I think Zandon and Mo Donegal, that just shows talent. A horse that can overcome stopping and starting and still rally. They have a lot of talent. Now, what are you guys doing for live long shots?
Craig gave you one, and Zozo's for sure.
Yeah, I told you I was hung up on the Z's. So Zozo's, he's run 3 times. But look, he finished second to Epicenter in the Louisiana Derby after setting the pace. I mean, how bad can he be? Only got beat a couple lengths. I think he's getting better and better. We all know Brad Cox wins. One last thing about Zandon. Chad Brown is 35% this year, and Chad everybody knows Chad Brown wins all the grass stakes, and he actually wins a lot of races, period. And he's doing this at New York, at Gulfstream, at Keeneland. Yep. He's doing it against the toughest competition in the world. 35%, really? I mean, he's on a roll, and this horse is getting better. But I have to say, you can make a case seriously for 7 or 8 horses in this race.
Yeah, I'll give you a horse with, I don't know what kind of price it would be, Danny, probably 20. Simplification was ridden incorrectly in the Florida Derby, an unusual mistake by Jose Ortiz as a smart guy. This horse got better when they took him back off the pace. In the Florida Derby, he was up there
That was
battling. And
accidental,
I'm
yeah.
not really sure why, and he just didn't finish. His work the other day was sensational. So simplification at a big number could hit the board.
Now, I'm off simplification because I think he gets too hot before his races, and the mile and a quarter, you're going to have to be as efficient as possible. Now, my live long shot is Charge It. If he's a horse that mentally progresses, it's just blue skies for him, baby, and I think he's a horse that's going to progress nicely. Out of the Brad Cox trio, I like Zozos the best, and I'm going to throw another one at you before we wrap this up. Tis the Bomb. I love his versatility,
McPeak, my man.
and I have a good feeling. Well, that wraps it up for us. We hope you have a lot of fun at the Kentucky Derby and make as much money as Dick and I are going to.